Hello, welcome to the episode number 3 of Tuner Adventures hosted by HTG Tuning. So this time we're in the Netherlands. We have 2 days, 4 cars, 2 transmission types, both the DCT and the 8 HP. So let's go. This is a GNG and a BMT place, and take a look what the guys have over here. In this car we do have an 8 HP and it's mated to a BMW N57 diesel engine running a original DDE, so diesel control. Right now we have to set up the CAN stream, so make sure that the GCU receives a RPM signal, torque signal and every different signal that it needs to be able to use a closed loop. So we do not yet have a preset for this ECU, so it's going to be the first car that we'll work on. And we'll come up with the presets. I just need to figure out which messages are related to which parameter. A little nerdy walk. I'll use a GCU countdown feature. I'll be observing what changes when I press the throttle, when I start the engine, when the torque changes. It should be pretty doable. So yeah, just a little time to read through all those messages. Okay, so we managed to get the CAN bus working on the car, so we can already see the RPM, we can see the throttle position signal, PPS, torque values, so we basically have everything that we need to proceed. So we have a flashed latest software, latest firmware, which as of today it is a 1019E. So let's get done with the adaptations. So the very first thing you want to do while setting up the new GCU setup, you need to do adaptations, and adaptations allow GCU to know what is going on with the valves, with the things, with the clutches inside the transmission, and basically operate normally. So the first one that we want to do is the output adaptation. We perform it while the ignition is on. We have it switched on here, engine off, and the GCU will analyze each of the solenoids that is connected to the power outputs of the GCU and will store the parameters internally. It takes usually around 1 minute to maximum, depending on the solenoids count. And the next step will be static transmission adaptation, which will take around 10 minutes in the 8 HP. And this is a very complex process, but it allows us to know everything about this transmission to start working in a closed loop. So the first step is done. Right now we'll head to the second adaptation. So I'm going to start the car and then put it into the drive mode and launch the adaptation. So fuel, holding the brake, drive mode, starting transmission adaptation. And now we're waiting 10 minutes more or less, who knows. Okay, so we're going for a very first check, very first try to see if it works, and we'll know. Okay, so first drive done. Drives cool, drives normally, like a, you know, everyday driving car, except for no windows, no doors, no anything. So a little overheating issue on the engine side, so drives really good. I went up to 6th gear because, you know, driving and holding check it, but looks good. So just take the water and we can get it done. And now it's on the long ratio. Something failed at the buggy. It's either a thermostat or not enough fluid in the cooling system. We don't know, so the guys are about to check it. There's a tiny leak in between the transmission and the transfer case adapter, so probably something silly, but we're not going to waste any more time. Right now we'll focus on the E36 with the DCT, so we can get it to the track, because we have like 3 hours left, more or less, to be on the track, and it's worth doing it. So yeah, DCT, paddle shifter, sequential shifter, M-tron ECU. You know, the car already drives, so I want to add a drive-by-wire mod to the M-tron configuration, which can be done over the canvas, and we should get it updated, new adaptations, check the parameters, and then fine-tune on the track. And this is a LS, if I remember correctly. Let's see, let's check. No, this is a S54. Yeah, simple build. Cool. Yeah. You know, it was like it was a funny thing, because I had to tell my wife yesterday. By the end of the day, I had to tell her this morning I'm leaving again.
So,
yeah,
must be good.
Yeah, it's good. We work together. Okay, so the buggy went for a little drive with the second driver now. It looks like it works. We have a cable. We're going to the track right now. So yeah, so far so good. But this is fun.
Happy days.
Happy days, yeah. Oh, he'll be doing a launch. Or a burnout in the dust. Burnout or launch? A launch.
Looks aggressive, coming towards it.
Anyways, leaving for the track now. We'll do it on the track. What we have to do, we have to set up a also drive-by-wire mod on this. This uses M-tron ECU QV8, so we can use a CAN bus send and CAN bus receive functions. So it's way easier than on the other cars. We don't have to actually wire anything. We'll just make it like this. Right. So I'm setting up stream from M-tron to the GCU, and from the GCU to the M-tron, and we'll be able to hit the track in no time.
Now that the boring part of configuration is done already, we're to the fun part, so tuning. This time we're using open loop tuning, but these days we're using more of the closed loop tuning, but you'll see it more in the next episodes. So during the drive I'm adjusting rise times, fall times and clutch pressures, so many tables to get it dialed in perfectly. It's at the same time convenient for me as a tuner when I understand how it works, and when you guys understand, you can get it dialed in pretty easily. But these days you'll be running closed loop, which does it all for you. Anyways, we're putting some lap times, we're driving apex after apex and fine-tuning all those upshifts and downshifts. Feedback from the driver is essential thing here, because everybody likes a little different style of shifting, a little different, you know, punchiness in their backs. So I'm here to make it feel as good as you can imagine for you. Somebody else wants it a little differently, we'll get it done differently.
Okay, so we actually managed to do two last of runs on the TT Aspen. Everything works good. Driver says it's way better beyond the comparison than it was before. We have a GoPro footage. It was cool. I liked it. It's not the fastest car in the world, but I think for this shape it's kind of okay. Starts were really slow at the beginning, so I messed with all the tables with the blips and everything. And right now it's really, I think it does the job pretty well. The pre-selection is set now to be aggressive for the track use. Everything looks good, so check out the footage from our onboard. Right. Today we have a very big tempo of doing things. 3 out of 4 cars are ready. So now the last one, the 2002, right?
Yeah, it's the last one.
Last one. Last but not least.